Greetings everybody and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build, and you guessed it, Glimmerbrook, because, and I'm gonna say this in every speed build, yeah, I'm trying to sort of create my own, I guess, uh, save file, and, to do so, I'm going world by world, working backward. I have Brightchester done. I did it before I started posting videos on here, and I have Brightchester done, so now I've obviously moved on to Glimmerbrook, and I mean, the goal is to get this complete before Eco Lifestyle, so then I can focus on Evergreen Harbor. And, yeah, here we are. We are making a Glimmerbrook starter home. But before we start our home, sorry, I couldn't resist. I just wanted to say, really quickly, thank you guys so much for, I think at this point, 31 subscribers. It is, I did a special little thing at the start of Get Famous, or not Get Fame, of Get to Work Part 3, but, not a lot of people seem to watch those as compared to the people who are watching my speed builds, which, by the way, thank you for just blowing everything up, like my speed builds. So I just want to say it again here, it truly means the world to me. But, yeah, we're working on a little bit of a starter home for Glimmerbrook. I like it, I think it's cute. I really love the landscaping. I don't know why, but, like, I am in a landscaping craze. I mean, yeah, I am just, like, in a landscaping craze right now. And I mean, it takes a while, but it is so worth it. It makes your whole map look a lot better. This lot, I'll be the first to admit, I mean, doesn't not look the best from the world view. I can admit that. But, you know, you give some, you take some. I mean, I think it looks best from the gameplay perspective, and I think that's what is really matters at this point. So, yeah, anyway, I talked about the build. Oh, I should probably mention, yeah, the interior is pretty basic. There's no TV. And I actually just sort of designed this house for a specific sim in mind, because I already know who I'm going to be moving in here for my, for my save file. So yeah, I sort of went ahead and designed it with a specific sim in mind, which is why, like for instance, there's an easel in the interior, because the sim I designed it for is creative and sort of, you know, that sort of type of deal, just so y'all know. But I think it's cute. You can go ahead, download it, probably on my gallery, origin ID, Hydrael 825, I'll put it in the description, but yeah, as you know, I'm now going to just move on to talking about whatever the heck I want, because I talk about the build for the first couple minutes and then I just move the heck on. So, I mean, oh god, I had a whole thing planned out, and now it's just completely gone off. This is not going planned. Okay, so, I mean, how are you guys doing? I am doing good. Oh! I finished my animation project for, my animation class. Is it perfect? No. Is there some scenes that are unfinished and rough because I ran out of time and was just trying to get them done as quick as possible? Definitely, but there's also a couple of scenes that I'm really happy with how they turned out, so I mean, it really is just a give, like I said, I mean, see, there's a pattern, give and take. Yeah, it really is just that, exactly. What else was I gonna, yeah, but you know, now that I have finished my big animation project, I can finally settle down a bit and relax right after I finish my science project, which I foolishly volunteered to make it as an animated thing, even though technically won't even count to the grade, because I've already passed the class, because how my school's doing grading with this whole situation going on is, essentially, if we had a, passing grade by the time, or yeah, if we had a passing grade since before we left for distance learning, then we've technically passed the class, and if we didn't, then you have the time to make it up. So I've technically already passed all my classes. Like, I do not need to do like any more work at all. So I don't even know why I volunteered to do this, but I also am doing it with a partner, so I feel the need to like show off my skills. But once I'm done with that, I can relax. Finally finished a drawing of the D&D party that I'm DMing, because I started a drawing. I got like 2 of them done, because it's going to be the entire party, and I got 2 of the characters done, and then I had to stop working on it to focus on animation. Speaking of D&D, let's talk about the sim gurus, which I promise that transition will make sense in a bit. But I mean, the sim gurus are honestly some of the best people ever. They've been streaming a lot more recently, and so recently I had the honor to tune in to one of Sim Guru Popcorn's streams, and she is just, I don't know, she's definitely climbed the ranks of, honestly, she may be my favorite sim guru, may not be, and I mean, she was just like really chill, down to earth. We ended up talking a lot about D&D because she's super into that. We shared D&D stories, characters, and she was making her D&D characters in The Sims. And she was also like really open about like a lot of the stuff where it's like being a sim guru too. I'm not sure how much I want to get into it, but yeah. For instance, like she talked a little bit about just to give you an example, like she talked about how like she understood the importance of her job, and I think, and as like a fan of the game itself, and how like she knew how important her job was and how many people up to her, and like it's that sort of type of stuff that I think is, you know, just really admirable. And I mean, she talked a little bit too about some stuff that I was not expecting her to address. Like, she even talked a little bit about all the hate eco lifestyle get, and how they're all like, come on, if they can just like get to one, and just get to the live stream, like everybody's perception is going to be changed. Which, to be fair, it has been. I feel like I mentioned it in every video, but eco lifestyle, honey, it is gorgeous. It is amazing. I am just a huge fan of what we saw, and I mean, supposedly there's a whole lot more we haven't seen. And I'm just excited. Like I said, I have my LP planned out, and I don't know, I know LPs don't necessarily do the best on this channel, but I am hoping you guys stick around for it, because I'm very excited for it. I just realized that I don't think I put a mirror in the bathroom, but oh well. I can go back and add that in after this. But yeah, no, I am super excited for the, yeah, I am super excited for the pack, and yeah, super excited for the LP, because I think it's gonna turn out really well, and I've already created the Sims, and I'm super fond of them, and the story. Oh no, I did put in a mirror. Good for me. But, yeah, if people, hi, you watching this here, please go check out my, Eco Lifestyle LP when that gets out. It'll probably be the day after release, or, the day of release. It's a little hard to tell, because what happens when a new expansion pack release is I get it at 9 p.m. the night before the official release day for everyone because of time zones. Not as early as other people, but you know what? I'm still glad. And so it takes an expansion packs from experience take about half hour. Yeah, about a half hour to download. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, give or take. So it's about 9:30 by the time I actually get into the game. Then it takes probably another 30 minutes to an hour to go through and dress my Sims, because I mean, this happens for all expansion packs. I usually create my Sims way ahead of time. So dressing them in the new outfits and giving them their new traits so they fit in more with the pack. So by then it's like 10, 11, and so then I have to build the house, and that can take who knows how long. So usually by the time I start filming, it's like between 11:30 and like 12:30. So that means I would have to get in and start recording. And so I'm usually finished recording probably around 1, which would leave me to, let me think. Yeah, so I usually finish recording around 1, which would then leave me, like an hour maybe of editing? It depends, because I have to make, the opening and just sort of all this stuff. So maybe an hour to half an hour to an hour of editing, and then I set it to render, and yeah, so I'm not sure if I necessarily want to stay up that late. You will definitely see, so either expect it probably the next day or the day after release. So yeah, so expect it June 5th or June 6th, essentially. Along with speed builds, and I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I'll make a video of me going through the creative sim and call that part 0. So, I mean, that would also be another video that would have to get edited, and probably would be rendered around the same time. Oh, and also thumbnails. I make the thumbnails, I have to make the thumbnails before they finish render, or before I start rendering, because what happens is, what happens is, if I start rendering, before I make the thumbnails, and then I go try to make the thumbnails, it gets really laggy, because it takes a lot of my computer to render a video. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, definitely stick around, though. Please do, in fact, stick around. I feel like I said that a lot, but, you know, if you can't, I don't know, you know, sometimes you just be begging, and, you know, it's okay to beg sometimes, you know, it is, and I mean, that's sort of the plan, and I know this because, yeah, I mean, I haven't usually, like, you know, but, like, that's sort of, like, the thing with, like, every new expansion pack they release. I'm usually up till midnight just getting my Sims ready and building the house, so, and I don't know if I even maybe wanna, yeah, there's some stuff I'm not sure of, like, for instance, I'm not sure if I want to make this like a starter home, stick to budget, or try, I don't know, maybe, I know not all the Simmers are like this, but I like sort of sticking to the budget we get for our start. Yeah, and then there's also the speed build of the house, which will probably go up later, because, yeah, I don't know, I mean, this is surprising, but like, as you've seen, for most of my speed builds, I have to like stop recording for a bit just to get into the groove of things, because I'll often just not forget how to build, but I'll often struggle to find a shell. So I mean, it's sort of, I mean, yeah, the only reason I was able to start from the beginning on this one was because I started building this in a different save, and getting the shape of things and stuff, and then I was like, oh, I didn't record, and I'll just go to my different save and start building it in there. And so I sort of already had the general idea of what I wanted the layout to be. It's definitely changed from the original layout, and I definitely like how it looks a lot better, because the original layout was like really small. Also, the terrain paint is kind of a mess, but like, what you gonna do about it, you know? Maybe I'll touch that up a bit when I get back in, which I was excited for the patch, by the way, because, like, they're gonna fix a lot of the terrain paint issues, supposedly, which I think is pretty exciting, because as a builder, the whole terrain paint thing is probably the most annoying thing. Oh yeah, I also put little planter boxes in there, but anyway, we're about to end off, so thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys next time, whenever that is.